Fair use act, nigga.
All the coincidence theorists out there, I want to give you a trigger warning. You may want to go out and put a new layer of tinfoil, maybe 2 or 3 layers on top of the hat that you already have fashioned on your head to protect that fragile ego, where you don't want the lies of this realm exposed, so that you have to change your worldview. Those of you that have communicated this video that I just put up last week is just anecdotal. Yes, sure, it looks like they've rewritten the history to manipulate facts and obscured the view of the flat earth map that Lindy used to really navigate. But all that goes out the window when you juxtapose that against Wrong Way Corrigan, who had no map. So you want to poo-poo that and just say anecdotal, don't mean a thing. Well, they wouldn't engage in censoring your content in the truth community when you try to expose the lies, as I did here. False copyright claims are just another more advanced form of shadow banning. Go check out my 10-minute video BitChute channel on my YouTube here for an example of shadow banning, where they can make links work for you and it won't work for everyone else. Anyhow, you can see I had a 10-second segment of this song, Eyes Wide Open, which was a satirical way of pointing and mocking the sheep that will not look at the solar eclipse with their own eyes for fear they'll go blind. And the video showed me staring at it. Well, I took action, and look at that. Congratulations. Good news. The district has decided to release the copyright claim. So that is gone. No more dispute. The district, they removed it. See that? Take action. I took action on all of them, including that one, but they brought it back, right? So everything else is set to expire, and what do they hit me with next? This one here, it's hilarious. Tom Jones dancing for like 5 seconds. That is now the new copyright claim. See that? That was it. Him dancing there. Can't have that. Can't show that old man when he was young dancing in your video for a few seconds. That's a copyright violation right there, man. So, see how they bog you down in these silly, ridiculous disputes? This is clearly fair use. But again, folks, if there wasn't anything to the information that we're presenting to you people, they wouldn't try so hard to not allow you to see it. It's ridiculous. It's like they're little truth boxes under your video. Flat Earth is an outdated version of the cosmos. But I'm sure the young people are waking up to these lies. Anyhow, I hope you enjoy this video and you're not too triggered.
We have begun the process of reform and restructuring global society. I think a new world order is emerging. New world order. New world order.
Genocide.
New world order. New world order.
Let 'em know.
Yeah, where do I start? The genocide may be picture. Hitler killing millions, they breathe gas for their last breath. You must be kidding yourself if you think that the media could ever play me. I ain't falling for it, so much knowledge out there, how could you ignore it? Take it in and move forward. They want a one world government, they want war. World War III, China on the front door. In the center of a worldwide agenda. God mode music, I swear I won't surrender except to my maker. Through my body he can enter, replenish me, expel demons like placenta. I'm genetically connected, evil is reflected. Need a black president, Obama was elected. They wanna kill 1 billion people, I disrespect it. Fuck the White House.
Charlie Kirk, I have to say, I think he's really smart. I believe is starting to, in my opinion, really play himself. He's starting to play, he's leaning towards a certain team, which I'm really sick and tired of hearing any team except for here at home. This is when, in my opinion, Charlie Kirk got exposed. And, yeah, go ahead, play this video.
That the Jews run the American government.
That's not a secret, Charlie.
Well, no, I find it hilarious that
all of Trump's cabinet is Jewish. Israel did 9/11, Charlie.
Oh,
Israel did 9/11, Charlie.
Why are we in the middle? I served.
Now watch Charlie's
Why were we in the Middle
response.
East?
Well, I mean, you can,
Why were we in the Middle East?
You can reject involvement in the Middle East without also believing
trying
Israel
right now
did 9/11.
'cause he knows the crowd.
So
He
if
knows he don't
Israel
wanna go in
did
his
9/11,
territory.
help me understand this. Who were the hijackers of the planes?
Oh,
Explain
my
to me.
God, Charlie. Charlie. Who were the hijackers? Listen, I had this conversation with really close friends of mine. And this is what you see on TV can be so traumatizing. And then the assault that happens after completely blinds you and emotionally gets you. I'm sorry. I don't believe for 1 second that a bunch of. I'm sorry. And I got news for you. When Charlie said this, the youth of America is not stupid. You can hear the crowd. They silenced Charlie Kirk when he said, okay, well, who hijacked the plane? Listen, I know a lot of you, this is a very touchy subject.
I came to town to search for gold, and I brought with me a memory.
You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down.
I spied a young cowboy wrapped all in white linen, wrapped in white linen, as cold as the clay. And I seem to hear the night wind cry, go hang your dreams on the hanger tree.
Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go tell that long-tongued liar, go and tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him that God's gonna cut him down, tell him that God's gonna cut him down.
Oh, beat the drum slowly and play the fife lowly. Sing the death march as you carry me along. Hang your faded dreams on the hanging tree. The hanging tree.
But sometimes you have to face a subject instead of believing what the narrative tells you over and over and over again. Okay? Let's go with the theory. I'm just going to ask questions. Let's go with the theory that Muslims learned how to fly a plane. And then, after that horrible event, they find in the midst of all the rubble the passports in plain sight. Hey, we found it! This is like out of if this was in a movie, you'd say this is the dumbest movie. If I was the executive, I went, dude, come on, is this a comedy? This is sick. You got to rewrite this part. Let's go with that. Here's where people don't use just your own thinking. The buildings went straight down. Everyone knows that. Demolition. And what's the excuse that everyone says? Well, it's because it was so hot. Think about that. It was so hot that the beams just melted. So let me ask you this. Before they collapsed and the fire was so hot that it melted steel, what were the human beings doing 5-10 feet above them in the walls, waving scarves for their lives? How are they not burnt? So the heat rises. Common sense would tell you heat rises. But this heat melted downward, and but the people on top. And think about this. You trust our government?
Holy shit, somebody finally found the confiscated video that the FBI took on the day of 9/11, where it was proving it wasn't a plane, it was a Scud missile. There was talk amongst the community, because I've been awake for 20 years since this happened, that there was a Scud missile. The witnesses were silenced. The person who had this tape that turned it over to the FBI concealed this information, and as you can see, that is not a plane. That is a Scud missile, as originally thought. Fucking deep state cabal, you sons of bitches. Those who knew, we already knew you did shit. But this was the last piece of the puzzle for the evidence. For that whole entire crap with the 9/11 report that said it disintegrated. That is a Scud missile. There was a marking target, and that was completely put aside, and you all bought the lie. Heavenly Father, let truth prevail.
A plane was hijacked from Boston? That's a solid 1 hour ride to New York. A solid 1 hour ride. You have Air Force bases in Jersey. You have Air Force. Did our military were they sleeping? And I'm not attacking military. I'm asking you, do you not think about these things?
You can run on for a long time.
When I was but a young man, I was wild and full of fire. What you got to come back to haunt you. Got what you got to
Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down.
A youth within my teens, but full of challenge and desire. I ran away from home and left my mother and my dad. I know it grieved them so to think their only boy was bad.
Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down.
I fell in with an outlaw band. Their names were known quite well. This kind of sinful living leads only to a fall. I learned that much and more the night I heard my master call.
I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me with a voice so sweet, I thought I heard the shuffle of angels sweet.
But a norther started blowing and lightning flashed about. I thought someone was calling me, I thought I heard a shout. Then at that moment lightning struck not 20 yards from me, and left there was a giant cross where once there was a tree.
He called my name and my heart stood still when he said, John, go do my will. Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down.
And this time I knew I heard a voice so sweet and strange, a voice that came from everywhere, a voice that called my name.
Well, you may throw your rock, hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. But as sure as God made black and white, what's done in the dark will be brought to the light.
And I cried, oh Lord, forgive me, don't let it happen now. I want to live for you alone.
I've seen all good people turn their heads each day, so satisfied I'm on my way. In the darkness, we are the light. Take a straight and stronger course to the corner of your life. A shining star, the golden star, I wonder how far you really are. Out of the darkness, into the light. You always live your life, never thinking of the future. Prove yourself, you are the move you make. Take your chances, win or loser. Make the white queen run so fast.
It's 8:30 a.m. at Orlando International Airport.
Nav lights?
On.
Radios.
The pilots of a private Learjet run through their pre-flight checks.
Are set.
They're preparing for some high-profile passengers.
And we're ready for taxi.
Just in time. Here's the man himself. Good morning.
Pro golfer Payne Stewart is on his way to Dallas with some close business associates.
Sure, the target area is wide, but you miss, the bunker's gonna eat you alive.
Payne Stewart is one of the most colorful characters in the game of golf.
At 42, Stewart is in the middle of a comeback year. He's just won the US Open, the controllers on duty that day.
The crew of the Learjet was extremely professional, cheerful, nothing out of the ordinary at all. A typical, hello, how are you, verify your altitude, course, etc.
The flight plan calls for the airplane to fly northwest towards Cross City, Florida, then turn west and fly direct to Dallas. 14 minutes after takeoff, the Learjet has traveled 80 miles. It's time to pass control of the plane to a new air traffic controller.
Air traffic control is a series of what we call handoffs, and that means that it's time for him to cross to somebody else's sector.
47 Bravo Alpha, contact Jack Center at 135.65.
I've wept for those who suffer long, try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. Oh, what mercy sadness brings, if God be willing. Everyone I know goes away in the air. Watch and wait for redemption day upon my liar's chair.
Pilots need to change to a different radio frequency to talk to the next controller.
47 Bravo Alpha, please acknowledge.
There's no answer.
There's nothing really unusual about missing a frequency change. It's early, just after takeoff. I assume they're trying to get everything buttoned up and taken care of. It really wasn't that alarming.
47 Bravo Alpha, contact Jack Center on 135.65.
In the back of your mind, all controllers know I didn't get an acknowledgement for that frequency change. So you give her a moment, you go on about your business, and then you come back to the aircraft. You try it again.
47 Bravo Alpha, this is Jack Center.
What's up?
It's that Learjet. It's not answering.
Maybe he's off frequency.
There's a plethora of reasons where an aircraft can miss a call.
The Learjet has nearly reached its approved cruising altitude of 39,000 feet.
They're still climbing.
Let me see their flight plan.
When it climbed through 39,000 feet, everybody knew that there was a major, major problem.
We've got a turn coming across city.
Let's hope they make that turn. I'm gonna try again on the other frequency. 47 Bravo Alpha, Jacksonville, please acknowledge.
At the same time, pilots of other planes in the area also try to contact the Learjet.
47 Bravo Alpha, come in.
Any pilot, do you have contact with the Learjet?
He called my name and my heart stood still when he said, John, go do my will. Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down.
And this time I knew I heard a voice so sweet and strange, a voice that came from everywhere, a voice that called my name. So frightened I was thinking of sinful deeds I'd done.
Negative, nothing from the Learjet.
It's been 20 minutes since Payne Stewart's plane left Orlando. Controllers watch nervously as it approaches Cross City. It's a critical moment. They know that any second now, the Learjet is supposed to turn west towards Dallas.
The tension level was so high, you could hear a pin drop.
Damn it.
It's not making a course correction. There was something terribly wrong.
This is Jacksonville Center. I'm declaring an emergency.
Once the air traffic control system realized the aircraft had gone rogue, so to speak, the next step is to try to figure out why. It's either being hijacked or it's malfunctioned, the crew has been incapacitated somehow.
This is where they are now.
Controllers scramble F-16 fighters to track down the wayward Learjet.
Is the crew incapacitated? Is there something wrong with the aircraft? There's some reason why that crew is not communicating with air traffic control. So our job is to go up and find out why.
The situation is growing more urgent. A small private jet on a routine flight has turned into a national emergency.
We have a developing story, as you may have heard. There is a civilian Learjet.
News of a rogue Learjet flying hundreds of miles off course has captivated the nation.
Turn that up, would you?
The Air Force is simply saying
NTSB investigators keep a close eye on the media coverage.
they attempt to find out what's
We began assembling our launch team and monitoring the situation on television like a lot of folks in the United States.
It did take a full load of fuel on when it...
So it became a kind of a weird situation for us.
There's some good news. The plane has cleared Memphis airspace.
At least it didn't hit the city.
But the crisis is far from over. Controllers still have no idea why the plane is not responding. And there are more urban centers in the Learjet's path. If it doesn't change course soon, the fighter jets may be forced to take drastic measures.
If the decision came out that they were to take the airplane out instead of allowing it to go towards a metropolitan area, that decision would have to come from the White House.
The FAA began tracking an aircraft in distress. The president was made aware of this situation this morning in a meeting with his economic advisors.
Jim Tidball has come up with a rough calculation of where the plane will run out of fuel.
ATC kept giving the team real-time data as to where the airplane was, the heading that it was flying, etc. So we always knew where the airplane was, and calculating the fuel burn at those altitudes, we could figure how far it was going to go.
My best guess is South Dakota, possibly North Dakota. I can't say more than that.
Let's hope he's right. With any luck, they won't hit anything.
That's the scary part of the whole equation here. Is it going to hit a house? Is it going to go down in a town? Big Midwest, but anything could be possible.
In the air, the F-16 pilots have caught up with the rogue plane.
Stand by. I can't quite see.
Once we made the intercept, our job is to figure out what's going on with the airplane. We'll visually look at the airplane.
No damage.
There was no panels missing. There was no gas leaking, for instance. There was no any other fluids leaking. There was no obvious exterior damage.
The fighter pilots are desperate for some way to communicate with the Learjet's crew, so they attempt a risky aerial maneuver.
I'm going to try and wake them up.
Maybe, by flying through their jet wash or their the turbulence is caused by the lead fighter in this case, they would get some reaction out of them.
Can he see anything in the cockpit? Stand by, I'm going to go take a closer look.
But Colonel Olson isn't giving up. Even though his F-16 is designed to fly at much higher speeds, he wrestles it closer to get a better look.
Flying F-16 at low airspeed can be difficult, especially at high altitudes. It's very strange sitting next to him, wondering what's going on inside the aircraft.
The windows of the aircraft provide an ominous clue.
No movement and windows covered in frost. When the report came back that the windshield seemed to be iced over on the inside and that the cabin windows were all dark, that gave us pause for concern.
With no hope for the passengers and crew, the only focus now is on where the plane will come down.
As NTSB investigators, were very interested in where the aircraft would crash, obviously, because we had to get there as soon as we could.
After nearly 4 hours in the air, the Learjet is approaching Aberdeen, South Dakota.
Got it. It could go down any time.
According to calculations, the jet is almost out of fuel. At 10 minutes past 12, it happens.
Hours before the Learjet crashes on the South Dakota prairie, authorities know Payne Stewart and all 5 others aboard must certainly be dead. Know that from Air Force Captain Chris Hamilton, who first intercepts the plane in flight. After the Lear takes off from Orlando and radio contact is mysteriously lost, Hamilton, flying an F-16 in exercises over the Gulf of Mexico, is diverted to chase the Lear and see what's wrong. NBC News has obtained this tape from a camera on the F-16's nose and sound from its radio as Hamilton refuels from a tanker plane in flight.
Thanks for the gas.
Now calls air traffic controllers on the ground.
Same type aircraft of the intercepting and the nature of the problem. The nature of the problem is unknown.
We'll
create separate fronts, they won't see our connection. We'll show no liaison, that's how we'll behave. One drop at a time, never bringing suspicion. Prevent them from seeing the changes occur. Secretly silent, advancing our mission.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind.
An invisible weapon, a dark saboteur, will weaken their minds, keep their lifespan short, with metals in foods, in the water and air.
Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying.
An organized, multi-pronged, heavy assault will be incognito so no one's aware. We'll blanket with poisons and they'll lose their minds. We'll promise a cure, more poisons we'll give.
But I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me.
Destroying the systems of all of mankind, making it harder and harder to live. Slowly, surely, never stop. Step by step, drop by drop.
And type aircraft is a Lear 35.
Controllers try to contact the Lear using its call letters 47 Bravo Alpha.
Lear 47 Bravo Alpha.
But there's no answer. Controllers wonder if those aboard could have passed out from a lack of oxygen. If so, could they be jolted from their stupor to use emergency oxygen?
Lear 47 Bravo Alpha, go to 100% oxygen.
Only silence. Now at 44,000 feet, the Earth's horizon no longer in sight. Finally, Captain Hamilton and the F-16 has the Lear in sight, though it's not seen here because the Lear's off to one side. Hamilton calls.
Number 47 Bravo Alpha, F-16, can you think left side?
There's still nothing. But as Hamilton closes to within 50 feet now, what he sees is terrible.
And, looks like the front to cockpit is either frosted or basically condensed over. I can't see inside in the cockpit.
Terrible, because a window frozen inside almost certainly means depressurization, loss of oxygen, dropping temperatures inside to 40 below. Hamilton reports to controllers deadly conditions.
And no response from the target aircraft. As I mentioned, both sides of the cockpit are condensed or frosted over. Could not see in the cockpit area. No apparent damage to the aircraft.
No broken window or hole in the plane. No ready explanation for loss of oxygen.
Did everything look like it was intact? Did it look like there was any damage to the aircraft?
I saw no damage to the aircraft that I could see.
And still no response. As the F-16, low on fuel now, breaks off, all hope lost. Pilotless, the Lear flies on autopilot halfway across the country until it runs out of fuel and spirals to Earth in a very remote area. Today, Captain Chris Hamilton recalls his frustration that day.
I was basically flying about 50 feet away from the Learjet at the time, and it was just a very disheartening feeling to be that close and recognize that those people in that aircraft were in distress and I couldn't do anything to help them.
We allowed a plane to get hijacked. As Charlie said, who are the hijackers? Who were the hijackers, Charlie? And where'd you get that information? From this? Or from the people that are paying you and funding you to speak? Because you talk about Israel a lot. Talk about Israel a lot, Charlie. I saw you do it right in front of my own face, which is fine. But we're going to get to that. Now, let's say the motive for these crazy, psychotic Muslims was to, what was it? They hate our freedom. I have a simple question. They hate your freedom so much that they were able to mastermind. They don't even have a military. But they were able to mastermind getting planes, hijacking, with America not showing up to help their citizens, while George Bush is in a classroom, as they're saying, the kids are repeating the words, hit, steal, plane. I'm sure you guys seen that video. And no one comes even after the second plane hits. Still no military. Are we the greatest strength in the world? Are we? Have we put too much trust? Have we? So it's freedom that they hated? I don't know about you, but if I'm going to attack someone I know got the biggest military in the world, has the greatest advanced technology, if I'm going to take out one of their most important buildings and somehow get away with it because the military was nowhere to be found that day, you better have a second wave coming. Let me tell you something. The young generation were huge Charlie Kirk fans. I was a huge Charlie Kirk fan. This moment, I don't know who this kid was. He exposed Charlie and he has not been able to get back on his feet. He can't escape this. He cannot escape this. You can't be that brilliant and go, so you, they were Muslim. And then, come on, man. You got to ask some questions here.
I've seen all good people turn their heads each day, so satisfied I'm on my way. In the darkness, we are the light. I've seen all good people turn their heads each day, so satisfied I'm on my way. Stronger course to the corner of your life. A shining star, the golden star. I wonder how far you really are. Out of the darkness, into the light. You always live your life, never thinking of the future. Prove yourself, you are the move you make. Take your chances, win or lose. Make the White Queen run so fast. She hasn't got time to make you wife. You really think you're flying around? Maybe sometimes the speed of sound. See yourself. You are the steps you take. You, and that's the only way. 'Cause it's time with your time and this news is captured for the Queen to move backwards, round and round. Happy life's bent upside down. You think your body's a water bend. Higher in the middle of each level end. Reality suspend, pretend. Got the possibilities to defend. Shake yourself. Your every move you make. So the story goes. Do use, move me on to any black square. Use me anytime you. Revalue integrity, intellectual honesty, is your conscience tranquility. To face your judgment, destiny. But our secret covenants bound by blood, our secret brotherhood.
Do you see it clearer, or are you deceived in what you believe?
Bound by blood, our secret covenants keep them blind to the hidden hand.
'Cause I'm only human after all, and you're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me.
Bound by blood, our secret covenants. Death will come if you speak of our plan.
Don't put your blame on me. Some people got the real problems. Some people out of love. More sickness and pain from the children they bear, with no understanding of how this occurs. We'll poison the food, what they drink, what they wear.
Some people think I can solve them. Lord heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me.
They'll all be so sick that they'll fail to deter. Our plan will succeed, but we must be ingenuous.
Don't put the blame on me. Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie.
Teaching the humans that poisons are good, and those they look up to when feeling tempestuous are already bounded to our brotherhood.
And beg for forgiveness for making you cry. For making you cry.
They'll never be wise to the poisons unseen. We'll make them seem fun with jingles and pictures. They'll see all our products in film and TV.
'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me.
Teaching how good to drink beer, wine and liquors. We'll target the children with what they love most. With ice cream and candy they just can't resist.
Don't put the blame on me. Oh, some people got the real problem. Some people out of love.
We'll grab their attention and make them engrossed. We'll make them want poison. We'll make them insist. Slowly, surely, never stop. Step by step, drop by drop.
Some people think I can solve them. Lord heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Bound by blood, our secret covenant. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human, I made mistakes.
And when their teeth rot, we'll fill them with metal, seeping more poisons and killing their minds. They'll be rewarded with sweets or with medals, believing their dentist is nothing but kind.
I'm only human, it's all it takes to put the pain on me.
We'll make them depressed, obese and slow, render them docile and needing assistance. We'll give them more poisons to help with their woes.
Don't put the blame on me.
And slowly but surely we quash their existence. We'll focus their minds on material things. External sources will bring them their joy, to never connect with what inner self brings.
I'm no prophet or Messiah.
Consuming and spending will be our decoy. Distract them with luxuries, pleasures and games. Lead them from oneness and knowledge of self.
You should go looking somewhere high.
Injecting technology into their veins. Make them believe that it's good for their health. Slowly, surely, never stop. Step by step, drop by drop.
I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human, I do what I can. I'm just a man, I do what I can. Don't put the blame on me. Bound by blood, our secret covenant. Bound by blood, our secret brotherhood. Bound by blood, our secret governance. Keep them blind to the hidden hand.
This lioness is running away from this baboon. The baboon is confident and believes that the lioness is afraid of him, so he continues to chase her. Although baboons are opportunistic carnivores, it has never been heard of a baboon killing a lioness. And as he's chasing her, the lioness suddenly stops and starts to head towards the baboon with the entire pride by her side. It turns out that this is all a strategy by the smart lioness. She pretends to be afraid of the baboon in order to lure him, only to be easily devoured by the entire group.
Well, tell me you've never used a firearm without telling me you've never used a firearm, and that you've never used a rifle, because booyah, instantly you become a one-eyed Willie. Let's take a look at a savage-ass replay. You know the guy filming knew this was going to happen. He's like, go ahead, do your thing, brah. And then all of a sudden, booyah, takes big load to the freaking eyeball. His operating system shuts down, and this man needs, you guessed it, a MyPillow. Well, whatever this is, it's an awkward moment for sure. It's like watching Dirty Dancing with your parents at the movie theaters, but then shit goes wrong immediately, and everybody loses their shit. Like this guy loses his hat, almost gets his freaking head shot off. What the hell, man? Whatever happened to having your homies back? First of all, who the hell let this happen in the first place? Who the hell's filming? Who the hell are the officials that are allowing this? This guy nearly gets his freaking dome piece blown off. This ain't Fortnite, man. This is real life, okay? Almost blows his buddy's egg roll off. Oh my God, and proceeds to fire like nothing happened. Let's take a quick look at the replay. Hamid Tifa loses control with the AK-47, nearly blasts his partner's egg roll off, almost killing future generations of idiots. Too bad he didn't shoot his own egg roll. Idiots. Well, tell me you've never fired a shotgun before without telling me you've never fired a shotgun before. Oh my God, chitty chitty bang bang to the dome. Lights out. Walks up like he's in slow motion from some Denzel Washington movie, like some explosion in the background, and then sets up the shot and booyah. Ban idiots, not guns.
It's far from just electric vehicles that the elites and their oil companies removed from the mainstream. From the streetcars that ran on steam and compressed air, much like the electric streetcars also heavily removed, or the steam-powered submarine, and even the compressed air car. It's impressive alone how many alternative energy sources the old world had in numerous ways, including vehicles being ran by the ether above. Yet all these went away pretty much overnight, once they figured out how to maximize their profits with their oil. Even pneumatic trains, which if you haven't seen the video on the pneumatic tunnels systems of the old world, I recommend you check that out. And now we're only taught about the history that's a set of lies agreed upon. Question everything, friends. Until next time.